Have you ever noticed how society treats single people? Almost like something must be wrong with them. People whisper things like, maybe they're too picky. Maybe they can't keep a relationship. Maybe no one wants them. But what if the truth is the complete opposite? What if the people who stay single the longest are often the ones with the clearest minds, the strongest boundaries, and the deepest self-awareness? Let's talk about the real reasons people stay single, the ones no one likes to admit. First, they're selective in a smart way. People who stay single aren't always struggling to find someone. In fact, many of them have opportunities. But they refuse to force connections that feel empty. They don't want a relationship just to fill silence. They'd rather wait for something real than pretend something shallow is meaningful. And honestly, that takes strength. Because it's easy to settle. It's easy to say yes, just so you're not alone. But choosing patience over comfort, that takes a level of discipline most people never develop. They understand something many people ignore. A relationship isn't just about having someone next to you. It's about having the right person next to you. Nothing less. Another thing about people who stay single is this. They understand their peace. Some people are terrified of being alone. Silence makes them uncomfortable. An empty room makes them anxious. But people who have learned to live single, they develop a different relationship with solitude. They learn their own rhythm. They know what drains them. They know what calms them. They know what gives them space to breathe. And once you understand your own peace like that, you become very careful about who you let disturb it. Because peace is expensive, and they're not willing to negotiate it just so they can say, I'm in a relationship. Another truth people don't talk about is this. Some single people didn't choose it at first. Life pushed them there. Breakups, betrayal, trust that was shattered, situations that forced them to rebuild themselves from the ground up. And when someone goes through experiences like that, they change. They don't jump blindly into the next relationship. They heal. Slowly. They learn to trust carefully, and they stop apologizing for protecting their heart. Here's something people rarely admit. A lot of single people are genuinely happy. Not pretending, not coping, actually happy. They enjoy eating alone. They enjoy traveling alone. They enjoy waking up and deciding exactly how their day will unfold. Being single gives them something many people secretly crave: control over their time, energy, and priorities. And when you discover that kind of freedom, you realize something powerful. Being single doesn't automatically mean loneliness. Sometimes it means peace. Sometimes it means clarity. Sometimes it means freedom. Another reason people stay single long-term is simple. They don't chase temporary attention. They think long-term. They're not interested in moments that feel exciting for a night, but empty the next morning. They want depth. They want connection that feels real. And until they feel something genuine, they would rather choose nothing than choose wrong. That kind of patience confuses people. But it's not arrogance. It's awareness. For many single people, their standards didn't come from fantasy. They came from experience. They've seen relationships built on jealousy, on control, on lies, on quiet resentment, maybe in their own life, maybe through friends, maybe through family. And instead of repeating those patterns, they choose patience. They choose awareness. They choose to wait. There's another reason many people stay single. They're focused on building something bigger than a relationship. They're studying, working, healing, growing. They're investing in the person they're becoming. Not because relationships don't matter, but because they understand something important. The right relationship shouldn't destroy your path. It should fit into it naturally. And until that happens, their future matters more than temporary distractions. But here's the part most people misunderstand. The people who stay single the longest often have the biggest hearts. They're not cold. They're not closed off. They're careful. They don't give their love easily. Because when they do give it, they give it deeply. completely. And they know how painful it can be when that love is placed in the wrong hands. So they protect it, not out of fear, but out of respect for what their heart is worth. So, if you're single right now, whether by choice or by circumstance, remember this. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not behind, you're not broken, and you're not missing out. You might simply be someone who understands yourself deeply enough to wait for something real, or to build a life that already feels real, even without someone else in it. And that kind of self-awareness, that's rare. So here's a question for you. Do you stay single by choice, or did life push you into it? Let me know in the comments. And if this message made you see things differently, subscribe to the channel. We talk about the psychology most people ignore. Because sometimes the truth about life is the exact opposite of what society keeps telling you.